Okay, thank you for coming to our presentation. First, I will allow me to speak first. I will give you the outline of our project. Professor Sakamoto will give you the questionnaire survey. And our project is still ongoing project, so we haven't finished yet. But it's very interesting. So if you have time, I'd like to show you some our web page. But first, I'd like to talk about the background of our project. 2 years ago, we thought that interdisciplinary views are necessary for teachers these days, and also exchanging ideas between teachers in different texts is very helpful for better lesson study. And internet-based online or social networking system are useful for sharing ideas. And English can be a common language for teachers and learners to communicate. I'm an English teacher, I'm not educationalist, but I'm very interested in language. But also I'm very interested in content, subject, teaching. And this is a project name is a collaborative online lesson study. We are doing a lesson study through the internet. We set the lesson study network committee. We have how many members? I forgot that, but maybe 6 or 5 members. Start this project between Bosnia and Herzegovina and Japan in 2012. Why Bosnia and Herzegovina? It's a long story, so I'd like to skip. If you are interested, I will, you know. And the purpose is that to develop a collaborative online lesson study for better teaching and learning in the classroom, where English is primarily used as an instructional language, so as for people in many different countries to understand what happens. So this lesson study conference is very interesting because our working language is English. So I'm very interested in this conference. And we have set 5 specific objectives. And number 1 is to create mutual relationships regarding teacher education. First, mutual relation. And second, to understand each country's teacher education. So each country has a different teacher education system. I think teachers should understand those kind of systems. Third is that to develop better teacher education programs. So this conference is very useful for us, teachers and teacher researchers. Number 4, to promote lesson study as a teacher education program. And number 5, finally, to start online teacher education programs. Online teacher education is most people know this concept, but it's a little bit difficult, I think. And this is our website. Later, if we have time, I will show you this website. Our resources on this website. You use the Google search engines, collaborative lesson study network. You can get this page. This page has lots of resources, but I will show you one of them. This is our report, lesson study in incest between BIH, Bosnia and Herzegovina and Japan. This is a report. You can download this report. We will describe how we did. And also, this is a video, but we had some technical problems. I can show you. Sorry about that. Later, if I have time, I will show you. But this is what is lesson study, because BIH teachers, Bosnia and Herzegovina teachers, don't know the concept of lesson study. So we will put those kind of resources on the website before visiting Bosnia and Herzegovina. And later, Professor Sakamoto will give you the question research. We did question research before visiting and after. Before visiting, after visiting, and now we are still analyzing the kind of data. We visited very short travel, just 1 week, but we visited many places to see lots of to visit local education authority or schools and other places. These are just pictures, but you understand how many people, we visited many places and meet lots of people. And but these kinds of things now we are analyzing. But these kind of we observe lessons and we talk to the local teachers, and we did some basic like lesson study sessions. It's very interesting. Now and our research part, and Professor Sakamoto will explain about questionnaire research. Thank you.
I explain our questionnaire research. My name is Atsushi Sakamoto at Seiju University. So, according to comparative educational research, teachers' beliefs or lessons have cultural differences. Thus, in order to conduct lesson study among several countries, teachers need to understand the difference in each other. So just seem to be a different teacher awareness to use the online lesson study system between BIH and Japan. For example, Japanese teachers put more emphasis on observing and examining a live lesson than lesson plan, lesson study. And the purpose of the questionnaire. This questionnaire aims to understand teachers' awareness about lesson study and ICT, information and communication technology in teacher education. Our project originated from the initial idea of Ms. Linda Diska, who came from Bosnia and Herzegovina to Japan in Japan Foundation Fellowship Program in 2011 in order to research the research teacher education system in Japan. We are interested to what extent the concept of lesson study is available in Bosnia and Herzegovina, and how we can share ideas with each other so as to develop better teacher education programs. Research questions. The following research questions were investigated in this questionnaire research. First, what kind of differences and common features are there in teachers' awareness of lessons between BIH and Japan? Second, what kind of differences and common features are there in teachers' awareness of online lesson study between BIH and Japan? Subjects and methods. Subjects are BIH and Japanese high school and elementary school teachers. Method is mailing and web method. The sample is BIH teachers 219 and Japanese teachers 253. Part of questionnaire items. The questionnaire was made in reference to Akita 2006 and National Institute for Educational Policy Research 2011. This questionnaire is same questionnaire in each language. So to examine viewpoint of lesson, we analysis of comments after lesson observation to select up to 3 items or 11 items. Next, awareness. To examine awareness of online lesson study, we analyze three questions for these 3 questions. Result. Our viewpoint of lesson, we analyze by chi-square test and with residual analysis. So, the result is BIH teachers pay their attention to the purpose of the lesson, teaching technique, and teaching materials. Japanese teachers pay their attention to a student's reaction. They have a tendency to view lessons from a student's reaction in a lesson. This number is this number. First is organization of lesson. Second, selection of teaching material. Third, interpretation of material. Fourth, general reaction of students. Fifth, reaction of some students. And sixth, parts of each part of the lesson. Seventh, structure of unit. Eighth, interaction between students. Ninth, questions directed to students. Tenth, teachers' reaction to students' expression. And 11th, teachers' skills of reading the lesson. The number is this. And about awareness of online lesson studies, so we analyze by analysis of variance. BH teachers 200, and Japanese teachers 245. The results, the differences between average of score of BIH and Japanese teachers' average scores in all three items. Compared with the Japanese teacher, BIH teachers are interested in online lesson study and positive to exhibit their lesson and exchange opinions about it. And we conduct a follow-up research. 92 Japanese teachers were asked about the merit and demerit of online lesson study. 84% of teachers described the merit of online lesson study. The number of teachers who can understand various opinions through cultural differences is more than 50%. 65% of Japanese teachers describe the demerit. Our third part of them has pointed out the linguistic problem. Some teachers describe that understanding students will not be shared. Discussion. Suggestion for better collaborative online lesson study between BIH and Japan. For first, consideration of the difference in the mutual lesson viewpoint is important. Through online lesson study, teachers can interact by exchanging their viewpoints of lesson and reflect their beliefs on lesson positively. Second, Japanese teachers care about the linguistic problem. Japanese teachers seem to insist on teachers questioning words, the details of teachers and student words, and so on, through lesson study. Thus, when translated, there is a risk that teachers in other countries can have difficulty in understanding the merit of Japanese lesson study.
Thank you. And this, based on these research results, and we were still doing online lesson study project, but we realize it's very difficult. We have difficult problems. So now, last November we visited Bosnia and Herzegovina, but this year we haven't visited. But next year we are trying to visit Bosnia and Herzegovina, and also we are going to have developed this kind of project to other countries. So I'd like to summarize our today's presentation. We have problems. We have to solve many problems. One point is teacher awareness, perceptions. Or many teachers have different awareness, and language matters, English and Japanese and other native tongues. And teacher cultures, each maybe it's very difficult, complicated field of teacher culture. Each teacher has different culture, school has different culture. I think, and also the one point is a very big point is anyway, how to protect student privacy is very difficult, barriers for our online lesson study project. And also we are going to do research about teacher needs and also we have to support teachers. And another big point is anyway financial support. To share ideas anyway, we need lots of cost. But we think we have lots of future possibilities. We expect many things. Oh, sorry. One is rethinking about teacher reflection. Teacher reflection is very popular, but I think each person has a different conception about teacher reflection. And also another point is in European countries very famous term, but in Japan is very not so popular, intercultural communicative competence. And another point, the changing concept of global education. Global education is very important term, but I think many teachers and learners have different conceptions about global education. And another point is changing mindset on learning. And sometimes teachers have strong beliefs about their teaching. So changing mindset is very, thank you. And also how to teach and what to teach. This is a very fundamental question, but we should have extensive views on how to teach. And we teachers, teacher researchers. And also, we have intensive thoughts on what to teach. And I'd like to give you one a conclusion, provisional conclusion. Collaborative online lesson study aims to help develop teacher language awareness, help encourage content awareness, not only language, content awareness, content of language awareness, help understand different contexts of learning community, help share ideas or practical classroom ideas in association with language and culture, and finally, and help think about teaching and learning. And I'm a language teacher, but I'm very interested in content-based instruction. So these days, this project is related to CLIO in European context, content and language integrated learning, and also content-based instruction. Also sometimes it's related to IB, International Baccalaureate, international schools, and so teachers should focus on language and content, subject content. Thank you very much. So I don't have time to show you my website, sorry, but in question and answer time I will show you our website. Please give us a question. Do you have any questions?
How long is the video?
No, okay, just a very short. This is our blog. So these I got this one is a very basic video to understand what is lesson study. I don't know how to sound. This is a fundamental information, and also we show our classroom. It's kind of typical lesson study. How to get the sound? Okay, could you give me a question, please?
Yeah, I would like an example of how an online lesson study is actually organised procedurally. Because even from that clip there, you might have face-to-face observers in the lesson, but my interpretation of the online lesson study would have been that, say, teachers in Bosnia were actually observing a live lesson taking place in Japan, and then there would be a post-lesson conference involving the teachers in Bosnia discussing the lesson with the teacher. Now, I'd just like a few examples of how a lesson study online is organised, what the procedures are.
I think I agree with you, and we have a variety of lesson studies. Anyway, the point is it feasible or not? This is very important. So, and this is our website has some other lessons on this website, and we are going to watching these kind of videos, and after that, the teachers have a discussion and reflective sessions. Hopefully, we try to have a live discussion between BIH and Japan. But of course, as you see, time difference and other things. And anyway, it's kind of virtual lesson study sessions we are going to provide. This is the first step. And another thing is we are going to have visit each countries to have, as you said, a face-to-face discussion. Well, these kind of points very important because last November we visited Bosnia and Herzegovina to talk with them on a face-to-face basis. So we got lots of we realized a lot of things from those kind of introductions. But this project is anyway still ongoing, so we are going to think about what you said. Thank you very much.
Just again, just trying to get a feel for what it would actually look like. I think one of the, as a very new school to lesson study, I think one of the things we appreciated was the being able for each participant to be able to focus on one child or one aspect. Whereas there, it looks like you're driven by the cameraman. And was that a problem or?
Yeah, and at the moment, our program is anyway. For example, this video is taken in Sarajevo, and at that time, it took a long time to open this video because we got we got permission from parents and local authority and other things. So just one tiny video makes a lot of efforts. So it's very difficult. But anyway, and we're going to do, and gradually more and more people understand this is very effective. So maybe we can get.
So it's a step.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is first step.
That's good.
Thank you.
Any more questions? Okay.
Thank you.
So thank you.
Thank you very much.